Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is the collective reading for Gemini for the month of August. Now, as it's collective reading, it is not going to be guaranteed that it's going to resonate with everybody. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, check your other placements. You may find a message in there. Okay. If you do like the message, or if you do find that it does resonate for yourself, please like and subscribe. It will help the message spread to other people that may need to hear it. And I do greatly appreciate all of your support. I would like to apologise for the wonderful issues I've been having with microphones recently. I did buy a new one, seeming as my old ones kept on crackling. I also got a new camera, which is why I had a new setup for my last readings, and I hadn't realised that my microphone was not turned on and that it was tuning into the camera microphone. So complete apologies for the sound being all over the place in the last reading. It wasn't particularly obvious when I was listening because everything's quiet on my laptop and it was really loud on my phone. So it really surprised me when a lot of people were saying they were having issues. So I do apologise about that. I'm hoping that it's now going to be a lot better because, I've worked out how to turn the microphone on. So my apologies for being completely ditzy and not completely reading the instructions. It said it was a plug and play. So I plugged it in and tried to play. No, I had to go and change all the settings on my Windows. But hey ho, it is one of those. Right, so let's get into it. So I've got one card already. Spirit, can we get 2 more cards, please? I don't want half a deck, thank you. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so your overall read then for the overall card for the start of this reading, we've got the Chariot. Okay, success that's coming from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. So the Chariot's also a very fast moving energy as well. So at the moment it just suggests maybe you're on the move, maybe you're doing something that's including a lot of movement. So going into August, so currently you could be moving house, you could be getting a new car. It could literally be that you're just moving forward with life at top speed and you're not really waiting around, you're having a lot of success at the moment. Now as we go into July, then we're going to start it off. So we've got the 10 of Spring. So that's telling you to ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So that 10 of Spring then is the same as the 10 of Wands as such. You've got a really heavy burden at the start of the month that you need to put down. It's potentially sharing the load as well. Let other people help you with that. And release that burden as such. You've probably got a lot of people around you, or at least one person around you that will help with that. And if you haven't, you can always potentially seek professional help depending on what that burden is. It's something where you don't need to hold on to it, but it is the end of a cycle. So it is the end of something where you're ready to release that lesson and ask for some help with regards to whatever that burden is. Even if it's help from, your angels and spirit guides. If you don't know what to do or how to ask for help, ask them for help. And they'll either send somebody on the way to come and help you, or they'll give you some guidance through meditation, prayer and dreams. Let's get some clarification on that 10 of Spring. Spirit, can we get some cards for that 10 of Spring, please? Okay, so we've got the Emperor, we've got the 4 of Swords, and we also have the 10 of Swords to clarify that 10 of Spring. So definitely coming to the end of, or getting ready to end something. Now this Emperor could be somebody in your life. It could just be an energy that you're carrying around with you. The Emperor is generally somebody that's a bit of a boss. He likes to be in charge. He's very controlling. He's usually very structured. He's got a lot of authority, and he likes things to be done. And yeah, he likes to. I say he likes to give orders. It could be somebody where it could be a boss for yourself at work. It could be somebody in your life that's, got an authority figure, maybe a father figure. Could be a father of your children. Could be your father, grandfather. Any particular type of father. Somebody that's got a lot of authority. A lot of control. So it could potentially be that you're carrying a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and you may need to ask for some help with regards to that. Maybe you can't shoulder as much responsibility as what you've got at the moment. Maybe it's just a little bit too much, and because you like so much structure and you like to be so in control and you like to have that authority, it might be just your nature to accept that you've got to deal with it. But this Ten of Spring is suggesting actually you need to ask for some help. The Four of Swords is also suggesting that you do need to do some healing. You do need a bit of a break. You may be completely overworked if this is something to do with work. If it's something to do with, home life, maybe you've been overburdened with too many responsibilities around your house potentially. But this is suggesting that you do need to take some time for yourself to do a bit of rest. Even if it's just going and having a spa day, taking an hour out, go and have a nice bath, have a soak, do your nails, do your hair, soak your feet, get a pedicure, get a manicure, whatever you're into that helps you rest and relax. Could be, if you're a man, not obviously this doesn't have to be related to men. It could be something where you just go and sit and watch a football match and drink some beer, or whatever it is that you do to relax. This is suggesting that you need to take some relaxing time. You could even have some potential physical ailments that you need to heal from. If you've been overworked and you're really stressed, you could have actually given yourself some sort of illness that you're not considering. And it's like you might need to take some rest to actually heal from that fully. Now, we've also got a Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is suggesting that if you don't take some rest, you are going to break down. This is suggesting that you could actually hit rock bottom, or you may have already hit rock bottom. It may be that you've had to carry so much that you're just feeling so low at the moment, but you just feel like you've got such a burden. And because you're carrying it and you've hit rock bottom, this is where I say it could be physical healing that's needed. You could be getting things like migraines, you could be having digestive issues, it could be any number of things that you could be causing yourself just because you're overworking yourself potentially, or just overburdening yourself. It could even be that you're carrying a lot of mental burdens, and it could be causing you things like anxiety, and again, a bit of depression potentially. Now, with me saying that this Emperor could be in your energy, it could be that Emperor is somebody that you might need to turn to get some help. Maybe you know somebody that's got a lot of authority, or you've got an authority or father figure in your life that you could potentially turn to help, release some of that burden from that Ten of Swords, and they can then help you heal so that you don't hit this rock bottom breakdown kind of situation. Now, that Emperor is Aries, so you could potentially have an Aries in your it could be a potential Aries that could be around to help. We also, this Chariot at the beginning is Cancer energy as well, so you could also have a Cancer in your energy. Now, your challenge or your obstacle that you've got coming up is this Six of Spring. So wonderful news is on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. Now, that would suggest to me that having to deal with so much could mean that you're relied on too much. Maybe you are somebody that is extremely knowledgeable at work, and because of that, everybody knows you, everybody relies on you to do your job, but they could also rely on you to do their job. It could also be that, if you're particularly well known and you're in a relationship, that could also cause some issues in a relationship. Maybe there are people around you that could be doing, a bit of gossip about how successful you are. It could cause a few issues if you've got a particular reputation about being popular. So yeah, so that could be a bit of a challenge. It's got to be related to this Ten of Spring at the beginning. So whatever this challenge is going to be related to that. So if it's something where it's a relationship, maybe you're carrying a heavy burden because you've got a certain, it might be because you've got a certain reputation maybe that you need to release, or somebody else might have a particular reputation. It could even be that this is somebody in your energy that may have, might be somebody that's very in the public and got a lot of recognition, and you're having to deal with them. We've got a Queen of Wands that's come out in the reverse to clarify that. Can we get 2 more cards, please, Spirit? So that Queen of Wands, she can be quite overbearing and sometimes can be a bit self-conscious, but she can be very, how do I put it? She can be a bit catty as well. So it could be that somebody that is being successful might have a lot of success going to the head potentially. That could be who this Queen of Wands is. It could also be that, you might not be somebody that is, you might not like the public spotlight. You might like to sit in the shadows, just enjoy everybody else being loud and extroverted. And it could just be very much, this Queen of Wands is also, when she's in the reverse, she's quite shy and demure. She doesn't really have any self-confidence. So it could just be that you're lacking some self-confidence, and that could be why you're finding this success and recognition quite challenging. Now we've got a 9 of Wands as well, which is suggesting that you have got your guard up. You're being quite defensive. Again, I mean, he's completely wounded, bless him. He's got his little bandage on his head, and he's got a bad foot. So he's somebody that needs to have some healing done as well. So that kind of stems along with that 4 of Swords that we saw at the start of the month. Now that 9 of Wands is suggesting that, you might be quite defensive. You might have your guard up at the moment. And that could very well be because of this success and recognition that's around you, that you are having to be defensive because you might have too many people around you that are trying to drain your energy as such. You could very well be having to defend yourself against certain people, because let's face it, there's always going to be some haters out there when you're being really successful. It could just be that you need to keep your guard up, or you feel that you need to keep your guard up because you're so used to having to deal with everything with this potential Emperor energy, and you're so used to shouldering all the burdens. You've got your guard up in case something comes, if in case there's some issues that you've got to deal with. Now we also have the Lovers card. So that does suggest to me that you do have a bit of a choice to make. The Lovers card is it can be a romance. So maybe you could find a romance particularly challenging at the moment, possibly with the Queen of Wands. Now that Queen of Wands is fire energy, so Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Could also be Gemini, because this is you. I mean, this could be you. It's your energy. But yeah, so this is suggesting to me that there's a bit of romance there, potentially some sort of union. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is a romance. It could also be that you've got a choice to make. If it's work related, it could just be that you've got a choice. But whatever it is coming in with that 6 of Spring. So it's going to be a little bit challenging, possibly because of some success. It could be that you might find it a little bit challenging to get success in a particular partnership with somebody. But yeah, it seems as though it's going to be a bit of a challenge. It could just be challenging as well to let down your guard that you've got up really high in order to let somebody in with this Lovers, and that self-confidence is quite defeating for you. This 6 of Spring could literally be that you've got success in a partnership or a new partnership that's come along, but because you're shy and you're lacking self-confidence, potentially because of something that's happened in the past, you've got this 9 of Wands keeping your guard up because you don't really want to let someone in because you haven't got the confidence to. And it could cause a few issues or a big challenge with regards to having that romance and that partnership that you may be in or may have started. I mean, I've got nothing here to suggest that it's brand new, but you know, whatever relationship it is, it does suggest that there could be a few issues because of some shyness and some self-confidence. Now, in an outcome, if you do manage to overcome that obstacle, we've got a 7 of winter. So it says there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So, yeah, that's a little bit of an odd outcome. Potentially what you might find is that, you know, when you get your self-confidence that your person doesn't, that you may be having choices with isn't actually the person for you. They could be somebody that maybe, you know, maybe your person's an emperor, potentially somebody that's very controlling, possibly could have betrayed you, and you're carrying a massive burden from it that you haven't healed from yet. Could have knocked your confidence for 6. You could be needing to, you want success in relationships. You've got that burden. You're trying to make a decision. You want to try and have a success, but at the end of it, you decide, actually, this isn't for me. It might not be that. That could simply be, the 7 of Winter could simply be that you're making plans to move forward and that you're moving on. It could be that you're laying your cards out on the table to make somebody aware of what you actually want. So if it is work related, for instance, you could be telling your manager, you know, you can't handle this much, this is what you can handle, and that they need to manage your workloads better. It could very well be that you're telling your boss, look, if they don't get something sorted, you're going to look for a new job. It could be telling somebody that they need to act fairer in a relationship and take some things on for you. We've got loads of cards trying to jump out here. So we've got an 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're actually deciding that you're overworked. Yeah, you're literally overworked. You're bored of your job. You're overworked. You're lacking focus. So it's very much of you don't want to be there. You want to move forward for it. Again, we've got a 7 of Swords. So that's confirming, clarifying that 7 of Winter, because that is, again, 7 of Swords. On this one, it does say deceit, theft, scammer or cheating. Doesn't have to be that. It can literally just be somebody that's planning, because he likes to plan to get away with things. He likes to plan moving forward, you know. But again, it can just be somebody that you might have, somebody that in your energy that is a little bit deceptive. Maybe there's things going on in the background that you don't know about. There might be some secrets that are being kept from you. But you've also got this 7 of Pentacles. So we've got, you know, the lack of growth. You're ready to move forward and plant your pentacles somewhere else and wait for them to sprout. It's like you're fed up of waiting for things to get better. So you're ready to move forward, and ready to do something new, or, you know, you're ready to change whatever it is. I'm assuming it's something to do with work. You might have people in the workplace that are a bit backstabby. Even if you've tried to do everything you possibly can to make it as successful as you can, it could be, you know, could be really hard. And again, that's possibly why you've got this Chariot. You're ready to move forward. I mean, under that as well, we've got the 8 of Summer. You know, a desire for more meaningful life, realising that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. That's the equivalent of your 8 of Cups. So it is literally moving yourself forward. 7 of Springs as well, being assertive, don't backing down, standing up for yourself, going for what you believe. It just keeps going. But yeah, so you've got a lot of cards here that are suggesting that you are at an end of something. You're ready for a change. You're ready for something new to start. With all these 10s at the beginning of this spread, you are at the end of something. You are ready to move forward. You're ready to release it. I think what the challenge of the success is to actually make that decision. Now, because of everything else looking like it's quite financially related, I've got a feeling that this Lovers is just a choice, literally a choice of a job, potentially a choice of what it is that you want to do, what makes you happy. Again, it could be a choice of a romance or a union, but it can just be a partnership. Maybe you want to work in partnership with somebody. Maybe you're in a team and, you know, the team isn't, the dynamics aren't quite there. Maybe you need things to change up a little bit. But that's what that's what that challenge is. But even if you've done everything you possibly can, it is still suggesting that you are, at the end of it, you're going to sit there and think it's not for you. You know, you still need to move on. You're not really going to put much effort into it. You're looking at it as being, you know, you're ready to move forward now, and you're going to start looking for things possibly in secret, to move forward and release it. Now, other energies that we had out, in fact, we only had the 3 energies out, really. Yeah. The Gemini, well, I say 3 energies. You've got the Queen of Wands. She's 3 energies on her own. So, yeah, Gemini for the Lover's card, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries for the Queen of Wands, and then Aries again for the Emperor. We have got the Chariot, so that was Cancer. Yeah, so if there are any energies, if there are any people in your energy that you're dealing with, could be any of those signs, but it very well might not be, because they are just indicator cards, and they're not for definite. You know, it could be anyone that you're dealing with. All right, I'm going to pull you a Spirit of the Animal Oracle, and we'll also get you an Angel of Abundance card as well, to see if there's any more messages that Spirit want to convey for the month of August for you. Spirit, can we get a Spirit of the Animal Oracle card for Gemini? Thank you. So we've got Orca. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. It's that Chariot. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So you've got Orca, Whale, Adventure. Okay. Let's get you an Angel of Abundance card as well. Spirit, can we get an Angel of Abundance card, please, for Gemini? Okay, you get 3. Okay, so release resentments about money. So yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. And partnership. Allow healthful. It does say healthful. I'm not imagining it. I do think it's meant to be helpful, but it's got healthful on the card. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both partners benefit as a result. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and success and resources. Okay, and then obstacles and blocks are lifted. It's the first time I've seen this card when I'm shuffled. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles. Okay, this really doesn't make much sense. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Okay. I hope that that really needs some more punctuation in that first sentence. Hey ho. I know some of you Geminis out there would sit and go, where is the punctuation in that? And probably would tell me off. It's not me. It is the card. Right. I hope that has given you some insight into what is coming up for the month of April. Good luck, and thank you for joining me. And don't forget, if you did enjoy the video today, please like and subscribe and share it with other Geminis that may need to hear the message. Thank you.